I'm Thomas Baldrick with Thrombosis.TV, continuing coverage of the 2015 ISTH conference in Toronto. We're joined now by Dr. Mark Crowther from McMaster University. Thank you, sir, for coming by.
Thanks very much.
Let's discuss the ANNEXA study, part 2. Would you give us a background and some of the key results?
Absolutely. So the ANNEXA study is one of an ongoing series of projects which we're doing to look at ways of correcting the blood thinning effect of some of the newer blood thinners. As many of the viewers are probably aware, there's a whole series of new blood thinning medications that have become available in North America, and those drugs are very safe and very effective, but some patients do suffer bleeding complications and others do require surgical procedures while they still have a drug effect present. The ANNEXA study is designed to help us guide physicians in their care of patients who are at risk of bleeding, who are actively bleeding, with the use of a new agent called andexanet alfa. It's a specific agent which has been manufactured to reverse the blood thinning effect of those drugs. And our results here are part of a continuing series of presentations that we've made over the last year or so, showing that the andexanet alfa is extremely effective at correcting the blood thinning effect of those drugs.
How does this andexanet alfa work?
It's actually a really interesting mechanism of action. So the new blood thinners work by specifically blocking the activity of a single blood coagulation factor called factor 10, and the reversal agents work by actually mimicking factor 10. So they pretend to be factor 10, and the blood thinning drug attaches to them and is taken out of the equation so it can't thin the blood.
What other studies have been done with this particular product?
So there's been a whole series of presentations, and basically they've all been aiming towards proving that the drug is safe and effective. So in the first series of studies, we determined what the optimal dose of the drug was for various blood thinning agents. In the second of the series of studies, we then administered the blood thinning drug to healthy volunteers and demonstrated that the andexanet was able to reverse the blood thinning effect. And now in this experiment, we're taking healthy older volunteers, dosing them to steady state with the blood thinners, and then showing that within 2 minutes of its administration, the andexanet corrects the blood thinning effect of the drug.
So what is next with andexanet?
So the next thing is really quite exciting, is a study where we're actually taking patients who are actively bleeding, who are receiving these blood thinning agents. They're receiving the andexanet, and we're monitoring the ability of the andexanet to reverse the blood thinning effect and also to correct the bleeding problem that the patient is suffering from.
What kind of an impact does andexanet make, in your opinion?
Well, these drugs are very needed, and the reason they're very needed is because the patients who are treated with blood thinners do suffer bleeding complications. Bleeding complications are expensive, they can be medically difficult to manage, and people can die from them. And at the present time, there are no effective antidotes for these new drugs. So although the new drugs are widely used and highly effective for preventing blood clots, a small group of patients will present with bleeding, and we really do need effective reversal agents to correct their blood thinning effect. And to that end, actually, the Food and Drug Administration has actually stated that there's an urgent clinical need for reversal agents. So it's not just the company Portola, which is manufacturing this product, but also the regulatory agencies have also identified the need for a reversal agent.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing your exciting news. Appreciate your time.
Great. Thanks very much.